Ever notice how you can feel behind in your life when you couldn't exactly say what you're behind in? Just the feeling that you should be further along than you are. The measurement becomes a timeline. Maybe you're feeling you should be further along financially, or further along in your yoga or meditation practice. That feeling comes from the invisible measurements we grow up with. For instance, school, which has grades and honors, or careers bestowing titles and promotions and, raises. It's what happens when one of those cultural concepts gets lodged inside your head and becomes a mental measuring stick about self-judgment. At first, it's simply an idea about when things usually happen. You go to school, you graduate, get a job, you advance and get married, you have children. You buy a house, and eventually you retire. It's a social map. But then the map gets really personal. You start thinking, I should be further along by now. And notice what happened. A general cultural expectation now becomes a personal judgment. Now you're not simply living by your own timeline. You're measuring yourself against a timeline you didn't really ever choose. And if you don't match it, you feel late to the party. Because once you see the measuring stick that made up the timeline, you may start noticing how often you pick up that measuring stick. And once you notice the timeline you're measuring, your progress against, you may start noticing something else, who you're measuring yourself against. That's the territory I want to keep exploring with you, the territory I call habits of mind. If you'd like to be part of the ongoing exploration, like, share, and subscribe this video, and I'll see you in part 2 tomorrow.